There are over 1,000 trade commissioners around the world opening doors for Canadian companies every day. This is Claudio Ramirez's story. He's our senior trade commissioner in Bogotá, Colombia.
Me llamo Claudio Ramírez, soy el delegado comercial principal en Bogotá, Colombia. As your commissioner, you always have your finger on the pulse. You're always out there learning about new markets, new ideas, new technologies. You go where the opportunities are, and it's very dynamic. I love that about my job. I was born in Chile. I'm a first-generation immigrant. Our political leaders talk about diversity being our strength. Well, our trade commissioners come from all across Canada, from all around the world. We are diversity.
Over the next few days, a delegation of Canadian companies descends on Bogotá to make some deals happen.
Aquí está. De las 3 a las 4:30.
Claudio and his team will be there to make sure that companies leave knowing that the Canadian Trade Commissioner Service has made an impact.
Welcome to Colombia. We're very excited that you're here for the next 2 days. J'aimerais souhaiter la bienvenue à toutes les entreprises qui sont ici. Nous sommes évidemment très heureux de vous avoir parmi nous.
Being a trade commissioner is about really being an enabler, being a connector, being a relationship builder. When you think about trade, it's really a meeting point. It's when supply meets demand, it's when a problem meets a solution. And to be able to connect people together and build something new, that's really rewarding.
So tell me how that went.
I think that went very well. Normally, when companies come to Colombia, like in any emerging market, it's for the first time. And the first impression is the market briefing they receive from the Trade Commissioner Service. We give them insights, we tell them about the risks, but especially the opportunities. And it gives them confidence. They think about the possibilities. With the information is very actionable. It's something that's concrete, and it's going to help them. And they start on a solid footing. So we have 24 Canadian companies here as part of this trade mission. Over 100 Colombian counterparts are going to be meeting with them over the course of 2 days. And we hope that, of course, this is going to generate a lot of interest and some success stories for them.
Colombia is a typical emerging market. And the operative word is emerging. Many Canadians may think of Colombia as a country where there's a lot of poverty, and yet actually it's a modern country. You have global Fortune 500 companies here. It's a hub. People here are innovators. It's a startup nation like Canada, and that provides a lot of common denominators that we can build on together.
Like all FTAs, it really helps smoothen trade between Canada and Colombia. So since we've signed that free trade agreement, our trade has been going up. In fact, over the last 10 years, it has gone up by 28% bilateral trade.
The free trade agreement has really been an enabler. It helps to provide Canadian companies a security blanket. They know when they come here that their intellectual property is protected, that their investment is protected. So it gives them the confidence to do business, and that's key.
That evening, Claudio and his team prepare for an event that will showcase some of the deals that have been made over the course of the last 2 days. All done working in partnership with other government partners like the Department of Canadian Heritage and Export Development Canada, to name just 2.
Es perfecto. The display looks great. We're going to have a signing ceremony here with all the dignitaries in the background. But now we're racing against the clock because it starts at 7 the reception, and we have about half an hour to get everything set. So we're going to check on that.
Yeah. So one of the biggest challenges for Canadian companies operating in Colombia, and I would say in much of Latin America, is really gaining trust. That's your biggest currency. And to do that, I recommend using the Trade Commissioner Service. The Canadian brand is strong and respected. Also, invest in the country. Like, come here not once, but repeatedly. And really take the time to understand your client and how you can help your customer.
We just witnessed the signing of 4 contracts, which is the fruit of 2 days of a trade mission and of our labor over the last 2 months. Well, it means that we continue to make our mark, we continue to be noticed, we continue to build our brand here, and we're going to try to continue to build on that success in the future.
Estos son resultados concretos. These are concrete results of new partnerships between our two countries. So please give them a round of applause.
I'm exceedingly proud of the work that the team did. The feedback from all the companies was very, very positive. The numbers are just very, very, very impressive. 2 days, 24 Canadian companies, 126 Colombian ones, 240 B2B meetings, 2 networking events, the reception at Museo Nacional.
For Claudio and his team, this is just the end of one event. They do these kinds of events all the time. They spend some time in the office to gather, strategize, and then move on to the next opportunity. But they're rarely sitting at their desks. They're out on the ground, making real things happen for Canadian companies.
I'm exceedingly happy with the way things turned out. The feedback from the Canadian companies was very positive, and people left here with a sense of optimism, and especially with a sense that they should come back for more.